Find something. Good evening and welcome to the regularly scheduled finance meeting. It is Monday, December 1st. Happy first day of December, everyone. Luckily, we have held off a snowstorm tonight. Members of the finance committee are Councilor Beck, Councilor Carson, Councilor Falloon. We have Councilor Mallard joining us by Zoom. I am the chair, Councilor Dean. We also have Councilor Beck, Councilor Leonard, Chair Hawes, and Councilor Fish joining us. We'll start off with bids and purchases. Lovely Stephanie Kimball will discuss 2 tandem axe plow trucks with dump body.
Yes, so Public Works went out to bid for 2 tandem axle dump plow trucks with plow equipment. The bid requested pricing for a dump side body as well as a hook lift body, and 3 vendors placed 3 bids with 2 different configurations, reflecting 2 of the same on the original bid tab. You'll see there's 2 bid tabs attached. One of them has configurations, whereas they would buy 2 of the same. And then the second one has the prices for each individual ones. So the department's choosing to go with 1 of each. The prices for each are reflected in the second bid tab in the packet. Colwell and At Main added a $7,000 tariff to their price, and Freightliner has not. So Freightliner therefore is the low bidder overall. Public Works was approved for $529,866 for 2 plow trucks and the capital purchase budget. The extra funds of $16,163 will come from reallocating funds from a previous project that was completed under budget and postponing a non-urgent project to a future year. Those 2 are the large loader steel plow and the stump grinder. So staff recommends the purchase of 2 fully outfitted Freightliner plow trucks from Freightliner of Maine.
And the turnaround time is the 12 weeks for both. And the necessity is ASAP.
I believe so.
Yes.
Question.
Yes, Councilor Mallard.
In looking over the forms, I appreciate the fact that you sent us what we asked for earlier, but I thought you were going to send us the completed bid forms that the people submitted, but that's fine. Next time we can do that. I'm curious as to we're getting 2027 year trucks. So when will delivery? I'm surprised the 2026 trucks are out already. I'm a little confused.
Say that. Here's the table.
Hi, Councilor Mallard, Fleet Director Mike Moore. 26s are out right now. 27s will be coming out in the spring. So they're giving us 12 weeks to build, but they're building the model year 27 right now.
All right, I just wanted to be sure. It was a little confusing when I saw that.
Right.
And the other question I had is, the bids were opened on October 2nd and it's now December 1st. Why the delay in awarding the bid?
I think part of that delay was me going over the bids in depth and also with the Public Works people.
All right.
And then we waited an extra couple weeks. I wanted to do it 2 weeks ago, but I was out, so we waited an extra 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks kind of kicks us.
Okay, well, that's fine. It's just that I noticed in the bid that was sent out, it said the bid would be, you'd be responding in, I can't remember what the date was, but it was like in November. And I didn't know if that had created an issue.
No, it doesn't, because in our RFP, we are okay for 90 days with the pricing that we're given by each vendor.
Okay. Fine, thank you.
Yep.
Council Beck?
Yeah, for the project that are being put off, are those gonna come back to us as a future budget ask? Or is that what's happening? We're just kind of doing a shuffle?
Probably, I believe it's a little shuffle that was thought of to get us the plow trucks.
Okay, and then they'll be okay with putting these off, like we're,
Yes.
okay.
Councilor Flynn?
Regarding the tariff, so were they specifically asked about that? Like, I just want to make sure there's no chance they're gonna come back and say,
When,
oh, that's gonna be added.
when I was talking to one of the dealers, had him come right into my office, the one that had the lowest bid. Cause I wanted to actually feel right with him because Cobalt Diesel, we haven't done a lot of business with. He came back 2 days later with the tariff and handed it to me. It was $7,000 per truck. Once that happens, I called the other two. All right, what's yours? The other one was an international, same price. Freightliner said, no, we're gonna hold our price because they already built in a little bit and said, we're not gonna change the price for the city.
Thank you.
Any other questions? And what are you looking at, or looking at from us? Just going to council or just need to?
This will be going to council.
Motion to move this.
I'll make a motion to move staff recommendation.
Second,
Motion, we have a second, so we will see this at the next council meeting. Thank you. Next up, there's an order authorizing the execution of a leasehold mortgage and security agreement between Penobscot Community Health Center and Maine State Housing Authority. Joined by Grace Bennett.
Hi, everyone. I'm the Assistant City Solicitor for using that. So the city leases the land that the Hope House is located on to PCHC pursuant to a lease agreement dated April 29th, 2014. And this lease agreement allows PCHC to mortgage, assign, or transfer its leasehold interest in order to get funding. So they approached us with some funding from Maine State Housing Authority. And this is pursuant to a leasehold mortgage and security agreement. And I reviewed that agreement and it had all of the requirements as outlined in the lease agreement. And so now we're just looking to move it to council.
Councilor Beck?
I had a question, that from what I gathered from the memo is basically we're coming down a peg in the pecking order should something go wrong. But what I guess I just want to know what we're agreeing to here. What's the worst case scenario if they default on this loan or whatever? What liabilities happen to the city?
Yeah, so Maine State Housing Authority would step into the shoes of PCHC basically, if that were to happen. And then the city would have to consent to their passing this on to a third party. So it just kind of is like an extra step, but that's what would happen if it were to default.
So in other words, we're not losing money, we're not losing the land, it's just another player comes into the picture and
Yes.
get a say in how that all. Okay.
question.
Yes, Council Mallard?
Another player comes into the picture, but under the same conditions that CHCS was in, or whoever. I mean, that we're not gonna open up a, for extremists, an ice cream shop or anything. They have to be consistent in the operation.
Yes, that's correct. That was one of the conditions that was outlined in our lease agreement. And I made sure it was outlined in the agreement itself too.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Pretty straightforward. I entertain a motion.
I make a motion to move staff recommendation on this.
Second.
Second,
Motion, we have a second. We'll go for council order at next council meeting. Any updates or anything for us this evening?
Not at the time. I do want to clarify for, you would like the RFP as well as a copy of the proposals that were submitted, included with the agenda?
I think that was the original plan, because I think you mentioned it was like 50 some pages, and we said there was no reason, we could just give us someplace, to go to look at. You didn't have to print them all out.
Okay, so I'll include them both moving forward.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no, we will have more reading material for next finance. Anyone have anything else? I believe we are adjourned. It is 5:25.
It's Stephanie.